Breaking news on the Glassboro campus. Santa has come to Deptford, and find out what's trending in pop culture. All that and more on this half hour of RTN News. Welcome back to a brand new episode of RTN News. I'm Victoria Todorova.
And I'm Sean Kelly. Let's get into some news that's close to home.
Santa has arrived at the Deptford Mall to kick off the holiday season. On Saturday, the Deptford Mall had a big celebration welcoming Santa Claus. It started with a parade which included Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus, and other friends. The parade went through the Deptford Mall and ended up in the center court. There, Santa sat in his chair and was ready for the holiday season. Families toured Santa's magical workshop and posed for photos. Children of all ages enjoyed the sights and sounds of Christmas. Throughout the holidays, shoppers have a chance to select an ornament from the holiday giving tree and purchase a gift for a local child in need. The Salvation Army runs the toy drive, which is sponsored by Inspira Health Network.
Breaking news on the campus of Rowan University. A robbery and assault occurred in the area of Chestnut Hall and Edgewood Park Apartments. The suspects were 3 African-American males that were described as one wearing a black hoodie, another wearing a black jacket, and the third wearing a combination of gray and black clothing. The 3 assaulted a male student and robbed the contents of his backpack, but did not brandish weapons. They fled from the scene in an unknown direction, and it is unknown if any vehicles were used.
Rowan University was awarded $1 million by Give Something Back, also known as Give Back, a nonprofit organization that supports students in New Jersey, to help fund scholarships for students. On Friday, Give Back announced a $1 million gift to Rowan University to fund scholarships for economically disadvantaged students to attend the schools. It is not the first time the organization has helped Rowan students out. In 2015, Give Back awarded Rowan University $1 million, which was funded full rides for 50 students. Since 2003, the organization has prepaid more than $35 million in scholarships to help more than 1,500 students in 7 states.
News out of Alloway Township today. The local branch of Fulton Bank was robbed in the late hours of Tuesday morning, according to New Jersey State Policeman spokesman Trooper Gene Hong. The bank is located at the corner of South Greenwich Street and Alloway-Friesburg Road in the village of Alloway. The investigators were still at the scene early Tuesday afternoon and deemed that there was no violence involved, as well as no weapon and injury at the holdup. Information on suspects and other details are not readily available, but New Jersey State Police are still on the investigation. The weather is certainly starting to cool down, and here is Emily with your weekly weather forecast.
Thank you, Sean. Let's start with our weather report. Our weather for this week is all over the place, with chilly days and warmer days. Today, Tuesday, we had a sunny day with a high of 50 and a low of 34. Wednesday and Thursday, we will have a cloudy day with the highs in the mid-50s and the lows in the mid-30s. Friday, our day will be sunny with a high of 49 and a low of 39. Saturday is that time again for rain jackets. We will have a rainy day with a high of 57 and a low of 40. The end of our weekend, Sunday, is going to be cloudy with a high of 47 and a low of 31.
Rainy, rainy, rainy.
Rainy again.
That is true. It's been happening over the last week.
We haven't. It's getting too cold.
It's nice. I like the cold. But the rain, I could do without.
I could do without the rain as well.
That's right.
Coming up, find out the fun events happening at Rowan After Hours this week.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds. Stop the texts. Stop the wrecks. Visit us at stoptextstoprex.org.
Welcome back to RTN News. Here is Frank with this week's entertainment.
Hey everyone, tonight is movie night at the Student University Programmers are showing The Hitman's Bodyguard as the movie of choice. This event requires a Rowan ID if you want to catch the film as well as to get some popcorn to make your movie experience more enjoyable. As always, The Hitman's Bodyguard is going to be shown at the Student Center Ballroom starting at 9:15 tonight. No payment is necessary. This Wednesday, the Student Center is not going to be short of events as we have a Prof Plays trivia competition and a laugh-off competition, both taking place at the Student Center at 9 p.m. Prof Plays trivia is going to be held at the Student Center's Prof Plays, and the laugh-off competition is going to be held at the Student Center's pit. If you feel like winning a couple of enticing prizes, make sure to come prepared with your music knowledge or a couple of good jokes that will get you all the way to the first place. This Friday the 17th, Rowan After Hours and the Rowan Television Network are presenting Rowan's Got Talent, a talent show featuring performance from Rowan students. The event is starting at 9:30 at the Student Center pit. Stop by and enjoy the wonderful performances by the students of Rowan University. Remember to vote for your favorite performances as the winner or winners will take home Rowan Bucks prizes. This Saturday, after all the excitement going this week, Raw gives you the opportunity to relax with Raw and Chill. Stop by with your Rowan ID and enjoy an evening of canvas painting, snacking, and karaoke. The event is taking place at the Student Center pit from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. Come, relax, and have a good time with your friends.
Wow, lots of exciting stuff coming up this week, Frank.
Seems like the calendar's full. I mean,
it is definitely
I want to
full.
show up for everything, but I don't think I'll have the time.
I'm excited about Rowan's Got Talent.
Me too.
It's going to be a great show.
Yeah.
Sounds like
lots of fun stuff.
And I have a couple friends that are participating, so I'm going to be I'm going to be rooting for them. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Hope you enjoy it yourself. Thank you, Frank.
Thank you.
Coming up, find out the new project Bill Gates is working on.
When they test you, stand firm and move only when you hear the seatbelt click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Cinderella found the pet that fits her perfectly, and you can too. Share your heart, share your love. Make a shelter pet part of your world. Happily Ever After begins at theshelterpetproject.org.
Police in Washington Township are investigating a theft and assault on a cell phone store in the same shopping plaza where an armed robbery occurred just a few short days ago. Two men entered the Crooked Wireless store at 3501 Black Horse Pike in Krosky Commons at 1 p.m. this Saturday. Immediately upon entering the store, one man removed 3 phones and tried to leave the store. As an employee tried to stop him, the robber pushed the worker to the floor, and once he said that he had a gun during the struggle, but never made notions to use it. Both suspects ran from the store and are described as African Americans at 6 feet tall and 5 foot 4 inches.
Target is empowering kids in Philadelphia. To help families stay active and eat well, Target partnered with Philadelphia's Greens Grow and Students Run Philly Style. Target helped to continue their organization's series of free food and fitness activities. It engaged kids in the fun physical side of working at the urban farm. Activities included planting flower boxes, building bird feeders, doing yoga, and more. The kids also got to collaborate with a chef to design healthy snacks each week. And now to Devon with What's Trending.
Thanks, Victoria, and hello everyone. Welcome back to another edition of What's Trending. Bill Gates' newest mission, curing Alzheimer's. It's one of the holy grails of science, a cure for Alzheimer's. Currently, there is no treatment to stop the disease, let alone slow its progression. But Gates thinks he can change that. During an interview with Gates, he tells the cameras about how the deadly disease steals memories of 47 million people around the world. I believe there is a solution, Gates states during an interview. The billionaire is investing $50 million of his own money into the Dementia Discovery Fund, a private-public research partnership focusing on what drives the disease. Airplane forced to make emergency landing after a woman freaks out. The Iranian woman who was with her husband and her young child on a Qatar Airways flight from Doha to Bali on Saturday unlocked her sleeping husband's phone by putting his finger on the home button and found evidence he was cheating on her, the Times of India reported. The woman was reportedly drinking alcohol during the whole commotion and started a fight with her husband and misbehaved when the flight crew tried to calm her down. The situation got so out of hand to the point where the pilot made a decision to land the plane in Chennai, India, where the family of 3 were offloaded. Powerful Iraq-Iran earthquake is the deadliest of 2017. At least 452 people were killed and thousands injured after a powerful earthquake that struck near the border of Iraq and Iran late Sunday. The recorded earthquake with a magnitude of 7.3 was the deadliest of this year, eclipsing the one that hit Mexico City in September, which was felt as far away from Turkey and Pakistan. More than 500 villages in the region suffered damage from Bahiri told CNN. For now, we can manage with our own resources. Many thanks for all offers. We will keep you posted, Foreign Minister Havan Zarif stated on Monday. Authorities in Iran and Iraq have initiated rescue operations. Iran has declared 3 days of mourning.
What a really depressing earthquake, 7.3, really large magnitude.
I know, that's the highest it's been recorded ever.
And that's disappointing. Hopefully everybody there brings themselves back up from this and forges into a new day.
Just got to pray from that's it, you know?
That's right.
Hope for the best.
Thank you, Devon.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Coming up, we have latest on the opening of a new museum in our nation's capital.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
A new museum is set to open in Washington, D.C. The Museum of the Bible is a full room of Bibles and are color-coded to show more than 2,000 languages of the famous holy text. The exhibit is just one example of how the 430,000 square foot building is meant to fascinate and educate people from all around the world. The front entrance features a gateway with 2 40-foot brass replicas of the book of Genesis, as well as many etchings of text and quotes from the Bible itself. The museum raises questions about its impact in the bustling D.C. area, as many people have different views and different religions.
A Florida man has a grenade and explosive device in his parents' house. Christopher Langer was intoxicated and told his parents he had placed explosive substances in a grenade. His parents called police and reported Langer. He told officials that he was anti-government. He claimed he wanted to hurt first responders and that he had explosive devices that could cause significant destruction. The bomb squad conducted more than a 13-hour investigation. Langer was arrested on charges of making destructive devices. He could face additional charges but was held on a $5,000 bail.
An apparent felon in Northern California began firing off shots in a small community today, killing at least 4 and wounding 10. The gunman, who was just recently shot down by officers, shot at people and property in 7 locations when he started shortly after 8 a.m. 2 children are confirmed wounded as deputies escorted busloads of children from Rancho Teama Elementary School to a safer location. Neighbor Brian Flint states living near the gunman was, quote, hell, and he was a known felon who had harassed people before. The site of the shooting, Rancho Teama Reserve, is home to almost 1,500 people and is a private community, and most residents are shocked and are now making sure their doors are locked in the future.
A Florida man is fighting back to keep his emotional support pet. Ryan Boylan is struggling to keep his emotional support squirrel. He received a notice last month from his condo association that the squirrel has to go or he will be evicted from the Clearwater Beach condos. Boylan has a doctor's note that says he's suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder after a car accident. He registered the squirrel as an emotional support animal, but according to the condo owner, exotic animals are not allowed, and Boylan did not submit paperwork on his pet. The case is still pending. And now, here is Rob with Rowan Sports Update.
Hi, I'm Robert Sensky, and this is your Rowan Sports Update. This week is by far the strangest week of my entire broadcasting career. Our football team has made an unexpected development. The first round of the NCAA soccer tournament has finished, and I have a cold. Let's get into it. The men's soccer team were greatly favored to win their first match in the NCAA tournament against Cabrini College. However, the Profs seem to have lost their proficiency from the regular season and were forced into overtime. Rowan's offense controlled most of the game and dominated the shot count by a 42-2 margin, but nothing they fired found the back of the net. Midfielder Andre Justin of the Cavaliers scored the game-winning goal off of a header with 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. The Profs were unable to answer with a goal of their own, and the Cavaliers advanced to the second round of the tournament in a surprising upset. The Profs end their year early at 17-4-1. The women's soccer team faced a similar struggle in their game against the University of Scranton. The Royals exploded onto the field in the first half and scored 2 goals within 2 minutes of each other. The first was by midfielder Brittany Urchio at 11-minute and 37-second mark, and the second was by forward Kelly Pompey at the 12-minute and 55-second mark. The Profs struggled to make a goal of their own despite an overwhelming lead in the shot count. Rowan held 20 at the end of the game and Scranton only 3. Still, the game ended 2-0 in favor of the Royals. Rowan ends their season with a record of 12-3-3. This means that both the men and women's soccer teams are eliminated from the NCAA tournament in the first round, and Rowan soccer now comes to a close. Upsetting news for Rowan sports fans everywhere, but all hope is not lost. Our football team played their last season game on Saturday against Keene University. They haven't been playing the best this year, and their offense seemed to really be struggling. But today, I come to you with outstanding news. They've done it. The Profs have beaten the Cougars. The final score of the game was 28-27. Rowan demonstrated one of their strongest starts all season and scored 10 points in the first quarter. Keene University pushed back in the second, scoring 14 points to upset the game. But Rowan would not give up. They were down by 5 in the last quarter, and it came down to the last second of the game when John Mannion scored a 2-yard run to give Rowan University their last win of the season. Good job, Profs, and we'll see you next year.
Good win for the football team, closing out. Not the best season, but hey,
no,
gotta get those wins somewhere.
But I'm glad we ended on a positive note.
Oh, definitely, and sad for the soccer teams, but they had a really good season.
Yeah, hopefully we can come back stronger next year.
Hopefully, doing Rob. Hopefully that cold clears up, man.
Hopefully.
Thank you.
Thanks.
That's all for this week's edition of RTN News. I'm Victoria Todorova.
And I'm Sean Kelly. Have a great week, Rowan University.